When you install this rail let's go ahead and take it out. Take out to see it this screw. Teach you to identify this screw to what goes to connect it. What is the function of each screw? First we go to the ghost first to give it the hole first to assemble. In this way you can be a little better loaded. In our installed, you can see this insert when this position. We are using a short screw in this place. There is one with two particularly short screws. It was installed in the middle of this. The remaining two screws is mounted on the original car bracket. You can see that I still have 5 screws in my hand. 5 screws inside a particularly long this one. This long one is in the original car in this position. Rightmost part of the installation. What about the remaining 4? It's a rail and a bracket. The connection of the screw. When installing this rail we need to go to the original car of these slabs to go first to remove it. That's 3 pieces in total. We first dismantle is this. The middle piece we from this right side of this place. You can read it. From the right side of this place first with the bucket to pry it up. Pull it up and it will be fine, because it is all under the snap. Pull it out after we pull it. After pulling out we can see that there are 2 lines underneath. First go to the 2 wires first to remove it. After removing the finished we then go to open the above navigation piece. You can look at this place below this. This place below is it will have 2 screws. You use a Phillips screwdriver or this number 7 sleeve. It can be removed. We need to unscrew it first. After screwing, we also snap this one. We are also going to pull upwards. Take it down. In this position of this stone slab below us, there is also a screw. You can also go get this Phillips screwdriver or this sleeve. It is also possible to unscrew it. After the screwing and then go to the slate hand into this position to pull out. Help me dismantle a look like this can be. Because of the installation of our rail, it involves a wiring problem. One is this wireless charger. Another is the number of lines of this keep secret, the way we run the wire. You are asked to remove this test tube. Remove from this side. You can take a look at it. I went from this side to give it to wear down. After wearing it down, let's go and put this cigarette lighter on this plug to pull it out. Pull out we go to connect the connection to the top of this. You can take a look at it. I've already connected this to the connection. You can see that the top of this comes with this insurance. This is just all online with a good. You can take a look at this thread count. I'll give you an idea. What about this line tree? The black one is the negative pole. Red this pink yellow this root. The thicker one. This is the positive pole. The other one does not need to be connected. It is this. This cigarette lighter above an aperture to connect it after. After the completion of the plug to its original location to plug out. After inserting it back in, if we encounter is with this passenger side big armrest or this set-top box. Our car is not equipped with a set-top box. Because you exist to pretend this keep secret. To keep the secret we need to go and put this line also from this position. Walk from below, walk over. You are if your host is under your car. Or in your passenger side of this position. Or in this position of the set-top box. We are going to expand the number of lines to this position. After expanding to this finish from this small foot. Each side of a line well. This little corner goes and puts it in this position. What about putting it in this position? Let's go and put the original test panel on him here. Installed to this will go from these 2 small corner to everyone can look at. Everyone look at this position. And this position. It is free from such interference problems. The following is we go to the original car this screw to it again to install. The 2 road spines below this one. Many people easily forget to install it back to the original location. And after that, the following is the same as going to the original bit. Go give it back. When we are loading this top, we need to go to the original car this mat. Go get it off. Everyone can see that there are 2 screws under this. These 2 screws to remove it. After removing the screw we save this good day. You can see that we have removed the 2 screws. The next step is to go to the center and the 2 sides of the buckle first to take it off. This air outlet is stuck on the air outlet. Let's use the pry board to pry it out. Pry out after we go first to distinguish this bracket. You can look at this narrow and particularly long this one. This bracket is in this position. The middle of the left side of this. It looks like this. This head it is from the left side of the. On the contrary, it is from the right side of this right. The other side there is such a large bracket. A large bracket is also on the right side of this position. There is also a little smaller bracket. It is in the location of this air outlet. This. You can read it. This is in this air outlet. The second frame. You can take a look at it. In the second cell. Anyway, we go below to install this bracket. Just said to everyone to go to the 2 screws first to remove it. After the removal we need to go to the screw. It turns out that the original screw first for him to install on. Just press this bracket well. Another point. We have this. In this bag and this box or box inside you can find such an adhesive pad. An adhesive pad of this shape. First go to it to the pad under this. Just to prevent is that after you install this. Press to you this iron to wear to you this dashboard this skin. Here we go to install this screw. When we install this bracket on both sides of this, we are first going to need to put the original car under this. There will be 2 screws. All are used RM6. It is to remove with a 10 sleeve. Disassemble it On one side is A. We first go to get the sleeve to remove the 2 screws to it. Take a magnet to it sucked up. This in our bag will have 2 of these screws. After you take off this screw, after removing it, we will go to the bracket to put it on. When installing this bracket, we will have a trick. First go to it to wear to this hole inside. Inside the bracket hole. Put it down like this. Use slightly to carry it. Do not let this screw fall into the dashboard. It's hard to get. When it comes to this hole, we can bracket first give it side to side. Said this screw down after. You feel it on the. You start screwing it screwed on. After it's done, you turn this bracket to it can. You can see that we have installed this bracket. Confirm again. The left side is a small bracket. The middle is 2 short bracket. This middle is divided into the right and left. The surface is also divided into left and right. Its head is from this left. This right side bracket in the middle, it is from the right. In addition this bit position we are going to give it. Put it straight down. When finished, put it in this position. Found this location. We will go to put this just installed this rail to it up. As you can see this position is basically a very suitable. Go and install this screw on top of this. This screw above. You can see that there are 5 screws inside this. There are 5 of these screws this. 4 short. 4 short 1 long. The 4 short ones are from left to right at a time. The 4th all installed. After the installation, the last one. The last one of this smallest bracket. This one is the longest one. Do not put this screw wrong. Wrong installation. If the screws are installed in the wrong location, you may not be able to install this other location. After we put this ghost on, we will be able to go to the inside of this clip to install it. This clip assembly method is also the same. Just go and unscrew it first after. In that box first to unscrew it. Because in advance it is all screwed up. After unscrewing it we went and scratched the thing to. Just put it in first. Put it in and slide it to the position you want. If you want to be put into this grid, you just put this compartment. If you want to put this compartment, you put this compartment. I usually put it after the top. And then go to the reverse to screw it. Just tighten it. After condensing we will have such a clip inside. Also the clip goes to put it first. Put in one end, and the other end. We are also the same to go if it is not put in the case. Loosen it up a little more. Pushed it in. After loosening in, let's go give it. Fold a little bit, bring it closer to this inside. And then go to the knob to tighten it. The other side is also the same. The other side is we are going to install the arm bracket. I also went to put it in the same. Put in after going to give it pushed in. Pushed in. I usually go to the clip to give it a spin. Rotate over. Put it in the middle. This will cover it up. In addition there is a skill is that we this hand microphone this bracket. The bracket of the hand microphone will come with the extension cable of the hand microphone. Handy extension cord. We go to it to fix to this position on the line on the other side of the other side can be installed directly. There are also some of you if you do not have a set-top box or this additional large armrest we have a clip inside. Can clip to this position, or you can also clip to this. It is going to install this radio panel. This is basically how the rail is installed.